that's what we do. And we always start off with a maxim from Chateau Heartiste. And today it's number 57. There's roughly 200 maxims. He says, beta males mate guard, alpha males disregard. Chateau Heartiste. And what he means by this is beta males, well, you'll see guys be publicly in a certain way defensive in public. They always have their hand on the girl. They are wary of other men speaking to her. Their jealousy is easily aroused within them, and they show it. It's okay to have. It's one thing to have it. It's another thing to show it. And beta males will tend to defend, and both physically, mentally, logistically, their women away from other men, not so much as a possession type, but more of a fear type. A lot of this comes from what are his motivations, or what are his perceived motivations. And beta males will tend to work out of fear and a lack of options. Whereas alpha males, and this is a generalization, make no mistake, very specific situations can require a change of tactics. Alpha males tend to, that's what I should be saying. This is the vast majority of instances. Alpha males will tend to disregard one out of confidence in her fidelity, confidence in his ability to keep her locked in and attracted to him, and also that he has options. Should a girl wander off, alpha males don't tend to take it too badly because they're on to the next girl. They chalk it up to the game, for lack of a better phrase. And so that's one of the reasons that alpha males tend to not deal with jealousy in quite a dramatic, reactive, negative to him reaction. They tend to roll with the punches. And, because when the guy has won lots of experience, so therefore he knows that even though this girl's important today, what do we always say? She's not yours. She's just yours right now. That's really kind of ingrained in guys that have a lot of experience, that she's here and now. And at some point she won't be here, and she'll be with someone else, and I'll probably be with someone or someone's else. So that's it. It creates a different dynamic. And if there is any jealousy, guys are always competitive, but you also see, especially with people that are older, there'll be a little bit less jealousy. They know how to deal with it. They know that a lot of things are not as important as you think they are when you're younger and less experienced. And so there's a little less emotion. Not so much, it's not that there's not emotional investment made, but there's less emotional reaction to something going bad. And again, when you have options, for a lot of beta males, the girl that's in front of them is like the beginning and the end. It may be one of his first girlfriends, or the second, or the best looking girl he's ever been with. Whereas alpha males, it's kind of like there's more experience there. So it's more of it's not his first fight. It's not his first game. It's not his first rodeo. So you become a little bit more, you become less reactive to the ups and downs of wins and losses. So that's the real deal. With beta males, tend to mate guard. They tend to be more jealous. They tend to act more jealous. They tend to be more weary, and they'll do it usually in more of they don't have a sense of humor about themselves about it. And it comes off as petty, jealous, not attractive for a lot of girls. And for alpha males, a lack of concern for, it's kind of like, what do you do when a girl tries to make you jealous by flirting with another man? You give her pointers. This is what you need to do. So, it's flipping the script and keeping a light heart about it. And there's times to get serious, but for the vast majority, if you have an attractive girlfriend, wife, girl that you're out with. Other men are going to hit on her. And that's something that you just kind of get used to when you date attractive women. It's part of the game. What I used to have this Land Rover that was a pain in the ass, and somebody was asking where it was, and of course it was like, being towed like it always was. And I said, Land Rovers are like beautiful women. You're going to have problems. And that's just the way it is. I mean, generally you're going to, if you date attractive women, men are going to hit on them, sometimes around you, sometimes around you, like they'll work around you behind your back. And so you have to take each instance on its merits and deal with it accordingly. But that's the real deal. At the end of the day, the vast majority, beta males mate guard. They tend to have more jealousy and more jealous behaviors. Alpha males tend to disregard. They feel that she is one, this is part of the game. So the jealousy isn't as sparked or dramatic or confrontational. And he knows that should something happen, he does have options. He's been through this before. It's not that she's not valuable. It's not that she's not important. It's that this has happened in the past and it will probably happen here and it will happen in the future because it's part of the game. And that's the real deal with Chateau Heartiste Maxim number 57. I hope that explains everything. And jealousy is a very touchy, it's a very individualized subject. You kind of have to take each instance and each situation on its own merits.